In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play the song Dancing by Elevation Worship. So it's in the key of D. Let me just play through that little thumb slapping riff for you. All right, so like I said, we're in the key of D. So I'm gonna do a couple things in this lesson. I'm gonna show you, obviously, that thumb slapping technique. I'm gonna show you just the chords in the key of D. But you probably saw there's this one chord here, this A over C sharp minor, I believe, where we gotta stretch that pinky up to that 4th fret. It's a really kind of weird chord change, and not weird chord change, but weird finger placement. And yeah, A over C sharp. So you should definitely learn this chord, but if you just want to play the song, if you want to just kind of jam to it, I'm gonna show you also. I'm gonna go the extra mile. I'm gonna bust out the capo. I'm gonna put the capo on the 7th fret. I'm gonna play those chords in the key of G. Where does it go? G, D over F sharp, E minor. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that at the end of the lesson if you want to just go the easy route. So anyways, chords that we need the D chord. We need that A over C sharp chord, so we're just taking our D formation and bringing that pinky up there to the A string on the 4th fret. And you'll probably just kind of end up muting out that D string there with your pinky finger, which is fine. It doesn't need to be heard. So A over C sharp minor, then we have the G chord. And you can see just for those 3 chords right there, we're keeping just our D formation, our pointer and our ring finger just kind of locked in on those 2 strings. So D, A over C sharp minor, G. We need a B minor. So you can do that one, or if you wanted to do that bar chord, you certainly could. Got the E minor. And when I'm playing in the key of D, I usually keep this high E string open instead of putting the pinky finger on it. We have a D over F sharp, which again, we can go back to that D formation here, wrap our thumb around that D over F sharp chord. Or you can do it this way. And then I think that's it. Yeah. So all in all, the song, it's really the verses, the intro, the verse, the chorus, they're all the same chord progression, same rhythm, same plucking and like thumb slapping. So I'm gonna go through just some basic thumb slapping with you. Like what you hear in the song is. So I did a lesson on how to thumb slap. I'll link it up here and in the description below. I'm not going to spend a ton of time going through the intricacies of how to thumb slap. So if you need more help on that, if you've never thumb slapped before, head on over there, maybe do some brushing up on that lesson. And then really just for this song, it's going to be pretty simple. I'm calling it simple. I'm going to make it as simple as I can. So for this D chord, we're plucking those 3 strings at the same time. So the thumb, pointer, middle finger. And then we're doing that slap. So then we go to that A over C sharp, B minor, So in each chord, for every single chord, we are plucking the pointer finger on that third string from the bottom, the G string, and then we have our middle finger on that B string, second one from the bottom. So on every single time we do a chord, we're plucking those at the same time. And this thumb is gonna change which string it plucks depending on the bass note of the chord. So for example, this D chord, we're plucking those three at the same time, like I mentioned, that D string, and then we're plucking them again. So pluck, thumb slap, pluck again. And the trick with the thumb slapping is you want to, when you come down on the, with this thumb slap here, you want to make sure your fingers, specifically your pointer finger and your middle finger, you slap them and they come down as close to those two strings as possible, so they're ready to just go right into that pluck. So if you did something, you know, like something lazy or something like this, that's just way too much time. It's not gonna be, don't do that. I mean, you can make it work probably, but it's a lot of unnecessary movement. Yeah, so when you come back down, get those two fingers as close to those strings as you can. So D, A over C sharp, that thumb's grabbing that one, the A string, B minor, thumb's grabbing that A string again, and then the G, thumb is grabbing that low E string there. So now if you even wanted to mix it up, let's say for the second verse, you know, you could add in this high E string, pluck that with the rest of, you know, your pointer and your middle finger. So let me hammer onto that D. So I'm plucking the pointer, middle, and the ring finger at the same time. So just maybe experiment with some of these. Again, hammer on. So that chord progression and that pattern right there, that's the intro, that's the verse, that's the chorus. So before we get into the chorus, let's maybe I'll just kind of hum through that first verse. I don't really know the lyrics super well, but it's like do 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 do. Like you weren't just passing by. Do 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 my paradise. So here's this pre-chorus. We're gonna go E, no thumb slapping on this pre-chorus. So E minor. Oh, you are my paradise. So E minor, D over F sharp, G. Oh, you are my paradise. And I'm not leaving, however that part goes. And then that goes right into the chorus. Yeah, and then there's a little tag, it looks like, on the post chorus. You're just gonna play that same progression, that D, A over C sharp, B minor to the G. And then that's gonna roll you right into verse 2. Verse 2 is the same as the first verse. We do another pre-chorus, that's the same as the first pre-chorus. We do another chorus, that's the same as the first chorus. There's a little post-chorus again, that's just that same chord progression. And then the bridge, we're gonna make it pretty easy here. We just, for the first, let's see, the first one, no, it goes, Okay, so it goes D to the G to the B minor to the G. And you'll do that sequence 4 times. So, I won't stop dancing to the right, I won't stop dancing I won't stop dancing I won't stop dancing. So you're doing that same thumb slapping pattern, but you're just changing the chords up a little bit. So that shows you how to play this song with the chords in the key of D. So if we wanted to, let me show you, if we wanted to just make it a little bit easier and throw the capo on there. So we know that if we put the capo on the 7th fret up here and we play chords in the key of G, that puts the guitar into the key of D. So you can play the song this way too. So I'm not gonna spend a ton of time walking you through each chord formation and pictures and all that stuff. I'll link another lesson I do on these chords if you need the help. But really, I'll just walk you through that chord progression. It's gonna go G, D over F sharp, E minor, C. Do and ask me to dance with you. That's your intro, that's your verse, that's your chorus. The pre-chorus is gonna go, so it's gonna go A minor, which you can do, this easy one or this kind of A minor 7. You are my paradise. So A minor, G over B, C. And when you're playing up here, like, with the capo up here, your hand might not have enough room to like get that pinky snuck into that high E string. So if you can't get it, don't worry about it. I'm just kind of like playing, plucking that B string. I'm not even really focusing a ton on that high E string. So there's no plucking on the pre-chorus. Oh, you are my paradise. No, even if the sun drops out of the sky. Back to that chord progression. And then, the bridge for this one is just gonna go G. Won't stop dancing, E minor. I won't stop dancing. Won't stop dancing. So let me just show you as we wrap up this lesson here. Let me show you one thing you can do for that to hear that little riff, that little guitar riff. So you could just do an open G. So when you walked across the room, it's me to dance with you. I would probably just do this E minor. You can do that one, but either one works. And then I would do this C. So that little, just kind of nice riff there. I'm hammering onto that C. So hammer on, pluck it open. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm confident you can figure it out. You can sound it out. We're just kind of playing on a few of those strings. So that can be your homework if you wanted to learn that little riff playing in the key of G. So if you need the chord charts for these, I'll have them on my Patreon page, which I'll link in the description down below. Print them off, download them into a PDF, whatever you got to do. And yeah, if you have questions, let me know. Let me know what you're struggling with, what you have questions on. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Love you, bye.